This is what I discovered today. Came in the morning to collect some harvest. And what I discovered today, that my shed has been ripped off. Look at that. All the panels at the back had been taken out. The space between the sheds was agreed to keep absolutely empty, and yet the neighbors put their stuff into it. The neighbor is actually the abuser, the one who subjected me to the verbal abuse of racial and sexual character, and recently attacked my neighbor Malcolm and myself in theft. This is his, I don't know, what is it? What is it? What do you think? It's actually the structure, which is twice bigger than the terms and conditions allow. There is a shed which shouldn't be here because there had been no shed. They claimed that they stated they reclaimed it, but in fact there was no shed. There was an arbor, and the council has the proof of it. The allotment officer has a photograph from the past, and they extended it, made, I don't know what that is, veranda. So it's twice bigger than the terms and conditions allow. The more than 25% of their plot is taken over by all sorts of structures. That's another one, probably a greenhouse, and this is another greenhouse, and this is the second shed. They try to disguise it, obviously, with all sorts of plants and bamboo. The plot is really not practically structured, but it's not the point really. It's their business how they structure it. But look, this space is a lounge, a sun lounge or whatever. 2 greenhouses, 2 sheds, and the abuser still claims that he doesn't have enough space. Obviously he doesn't, because you see where my marker is over here. This is where his plot should end. So he was not clever enough to create a very wide path between the plots, installed his line of plot, and he is missing out on his land, but he's taking it against me, saying that my plot is bigger. Oh well, the council had taken his side, and that's what's happening now. This guy voted himself last year to be a member of the committee, and we had a problem back then because the former chairman and previous chairman and 6 members of the committee resigned with him. So we had a shortage, and he was very eager to become a member of the committee. He was accepted because people don't usually volunteer to do it. Especially at our allotment. So he self-elected himself to become a member in order to take control of different matters, including my plot and the situation with my plot, because he was always very envious of my plot. Look at my shed, and look at the structure of my plot, the abundance of flowers, plants, and their quality. So he himself does not do anything at all. His partner Jane is very knowledgeable, or I don't know, and or both, is very skilled. She used to do some gardening for different people, so, and some DIY. So that is due to her. She built a shed. She built all that. She built the fence. She built absolutely everything. What he does is just walking around and giving instructions, or holding a hammer when she's doing something, or a nail. So I do appreciate that when you reach certain age, you lose your power, you lose your former abilities and capabilities. But it's not a good idea to compensate it while being aggressive and controlling, manipulative towards other people. So that is what's happening. I wonder if all that destruction of my beautiful plot is happening with the permission of the allotment officer. So what had happened, that the abuser, the abusive neighbor, had moved his fence, which is over here. This is his fence. It used to be in line with his shed. Now he moved his stuff in here. He had taken out absolutely everything from my shed, and I had another two panels over here. He ripped it off and put it aside of my plot, and everything, the gutters, which are about, I don't know, a few years old. The gutters are over here. The water collector is sitting over here. So it's just soul destroying. I'm absolutely gutted. How this can be possible in a civilized country, in a very decent, very rich borough. So how all that is possible? That's the question.